Hi everyone. I wanted to do a video yesterday, but I kind of had a sore throat, so I'm still a little hoarse, but I'm going to do it today. I'm going to try and do 3 videos this week, and the remaining 2 next week. So by the time I'm done all these, we'll still have a week before the season starts, and we can get to the actual picking of the games. So yeah, and it is NFC East time right now. So starting with the team that finished last year, which was the Washington Redskins. Last year they had Jason Campbell, who went to the Oakland Raiders in the offseason, and coming to the Redskins from the Philadelphia Eagles was Donovan McNabb, who's a quarterback who's been to the playoffs a lot and has been to the Super Bowl once, but has also had some kind of inconsistencies, but all in all has been a good quarterback for the Eagles for years and now joins the Washington Redskins. Um, it's hard to know how he'll do without he's joining a last-place team who didn't do a whole lot. They won 4 games last year. Of course, he'll help them win more than 4 games, obviously, but I don't think his being there makes the Redskins an overnight success. But it will help, but it will help them rebuild. I don't know. With his age, it's kind of weird. Do they have enough time to rebuild while he's still there? But one thing that is pretty much for certain, he will improve the team. Don't know how much, but he will. And before I fall into the trap of just talking about one player on the team, Clinton Portis is returning. They got Larry Johnson at running back as well to help out. McNabb's got some receiving options. Santana Moss, Chris Cooley, as usual. But like I said, they improved at quarterback. I don't know if they've improved really anywhere else. But yeah, Washington will be a better team. I won't say a whole lot about them, but they'll be a better team. Okay, so moving up the list, we got the New York Giants, who finished 3rd last year, and they were really an underachieving team last year. I mean, Eli Manning is one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but I don't know, they started off 5-0 against some pretty easy teams, mind you, but after that, they just really collapsed. So I don't know. This is a team that should have done a lot last year, but last year they were really kind of mediocre, and I don't know if they'll. Yeah, I kind of want to say they will get better, and last year was a fluke, but it really is hard to say. Brandon Jacobs, they got a decent running back. They got Steve Smith and Hakeem Nicks at the receivers. Kevin Boss was a decent tight end. They added Antrel Roll on defense from Arizona. Yeah, they pretty much. Oh no, they did some tinkering, but they pretty much have the same core basically. So, and this is a team fighting for Tom Coughlin's job. So I kind of want to say that it was 8-8 last year was the record. So a couple wins difference or a couple losses difference could make a world of difference, really. So hard to say with the Giants. Hard to say with a lot of teams in this division, actually. I think I have a good idea who's going to win the division, but the other 3 positions could really go either way. Anyway, moving on to the Philadelphia Eagles, who were the 2nd place team in the NFC East last year, and they were a wild card winner as well. But they've undergone a lot of changes as well. Like I said, they lose McNabb to the Redskins. Their quarterback now is Kevin Kolb, who has not started the full season before. So it's kind of hard to judge a quarterback who hasn't started the full season in the NFL, which is another reason makes this division so hard. But he's got Michael Vick to back him up. He hasn't been a starting quarterback in a long time either. So really hard to say. He's got, and if there is a bright spot in this team, there is Deshaun Jackson, who I like a lot as a wide receiver. If he throws to him a lot, not too much, because you don't want 11 guys guarding him. But but Deshaun Jackson's probably going to be a bright spot for the Eagles in what really looks like a rebuilding year for them. I mean, I don't really know a lot about Kevin Cobb, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what kind of quarterback he's going to be, but when you trade a quarterback that's been your guy for like 11 years, and you replace him with a guy who hasn't started a whole season before, it's really hard to bet on a team like that. Yeah, it really is. Which moves us to the team that won the division last year, the Dallas Cowboys. And this is another team that I think is going to do really well. They have Tony Romo, obviously. Talk about the running back situation for a bit. They have pretty much 3 guys who can do the job, and in a league where egos can take over sometimes, when you have 3 guys at the same position working together like that, Felix Jones, Marion Barber, Tashard Choice. When you have 3 guys, playing the same position and doing it well, the way they did with the Cowboys last year, and they have this, and all of them are back. No one asked for a trade because they wanted to be their own running back type of thing, but yeah, they all worked together and did a really good job for the Cowboys. And looking at the receiving core, that's really deep as well. Just remind myself of the names we're looking at here. Roy Williams, Miles Austin, Des Bryant, who's a rookie, is also probably going to get a lot of passes as well. Jason Witten is one of the best tight ends in the league, so Romo's got a lot of options. It's hard to bet against this Cowboys offense and their defense. DeMarcus Ware's coming back this year after his injury. Who else? Terrence Newman, Brady James. It's a very solid defense too. So it's really hard to bet against the Cowboys this year, like it is pretty much any other year. And this year the Super Bowl is going to be in Dallas. So a lot of people in Dallas especially are asking, will the Super Bowl have a true home team this year? I don't know about them making the Super Bowl, but very strong team, and I think they're pretty much a lock to win the division. Especially with all the uncertainty surrounding the other 3 teams in the division. I think the Cowboys are the team that's really got everything together. And the other teams pretty much flip a coin. It was really tough to call the other teams in the division. But this is how I did it. I'm going to pick the Giants to be 2 because they're pretty much all together with a few exceptions. And I think I was thinking about Washington as 2 as well because of their upgraded quarterback, and it was really hard to tell. But I think I ended up choosing offensive line is pretty much the difference because Washington's kind of got a weak line, and with Donovan McNabb having the inconsistencies he's had before, it might rattle him a little bit, especially being on a new team. So I don't know. It's a tough division to call, but for that reason, I think the Giants have a bit of a stronger line. But yeah, I don't know. But I am going to pick the Giants number 2. I'm going to pick the Skins number 3, and Philadelphia in a rebuilding season. Again, it's hard to tell, but when you look at the quarterbacks, Tony Romo, Donovan McNabb, at Eli Manning, and then you throw Kevin Cobb in there, it's like one of these things is not like the other, So yeah, so in order, the Dallas Cowboys win the division. I think the Giants number 2. It could go either way, really, but I think the Giants number 2, Washington number 3, and Philadelphia bringing up the rear. I don't think I don't think any of these teams win a wild card this year, but just Dallas winning the division and maybe making the Super Bowl at home. I don't know, but hard to say. It was a tough division. A lot of names to go through, but yeah, that's the way I see the NFC East. There's 4 divisions left that I haven't previewed yet. So if you want to hear yours, just send me a message, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.